Hey guys, welcome to Nuko Maths. On this channel, we break down concepts into easy steps for you to understand.
Today we're going to be going over trigonometry and the use of SOHCAHTOA. So when I say SOHCAHTOA, we write it out like this. SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA. You put it in these little triangles. Now to understand what the different letters mean, we have to use a right angle triangle. Now to differ from Pythagoras, we need an angle and a side. In an equation, they'll label the angle and the side and give you another side to solve. Now to understand the letters, they're always relative to the angle that we're given. So the 4 is opposite to the angle, the hypotenuse is always h, and the other side is adjacent a. Once we've labeled the sides, we want to see what letters we have relating to our SOHCAHTOA. We have O and H, which means we're going to use the sine one. We want to find h, so it's going to be the opposite angle over the sine. So it's going to be 4 over sine of 30. You put that into your calculator and you get a side length of 8. Now let's try another combination of the letters that we could possibly get. So we've got our right angle triangle and we want to find an angle this time. So we label our sides relative. The 4 is going to be opposite and the 5 is adjacent. We see which letters we have. We have O and A, so we have to use TOA. And we want to find the angle, which means it's opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be tan x equal to 4 over 5. Now to bring the tan to the other side, it's tan negative 1. So it's tan negative 1 to 4 over 5. And you put that into your calculator and you get 38.7. Here's another type of question you could get asked. You have an angle of 70 degrees. And you've got a side of 6, a side of 4, and an unknown. You label them A, O, and H. And we can see that you need to find h, but we have SOH and CAH. So it doesn't matter which one you use because you have OS and AC. I've decided to use CAH for this one, and you plug in your values and you get 17.5. Here's a final example. You've got your angle x, and you've got your sides 6 and 2. We label them relative to x, and see that we're going to use CAH formula. Cos of x is equal to 2 over 6. To move the cos to the other side, it's cos negative 1, and you put it in your calculator and get 70.5. Here's a rule of thumb. You add negative 1 to sine, cos, or tan if you're moving it over the equal sign. So sine becomes sine negative 1, cos becomes cos negative 1, and tan becomes tan negative 1.
Here are some practice questions. Pause the video and give them a shot.
I'll now go over the questions. We first label our sides O and H, and we see that we have to use the sine equation. We want to find the angle, so it's sine x is equal to 2 over 4. We plug in our values into our calculator, and we get x is equal to 30 degrees. Now the second question, we label our sides once again. We see that we have to use our cos formula, and we want to find a, so x is equal to cos 20 times 10. You put that into your calculator, and you get 9.40. Here's a summary for today's lesson. We went over SOHCAHTOA, which helps us solve trigonometry equations. We have to ensure that we have a side and an angle so we know to use trigonometry. And another rule of thumb is whenever we move our cos, sine, or tan over, it becomes that to the negative 1.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you keep up to date with the videos that we post.
Next week's video will be about the sine and cosine rule.